Elephant and Castle, CEX, and the GEEK Exchange. The GEEK Exchange. GEX. Not the GEX you might have seen online before. But this is in Elephant and Castle in London. Anyway. Games and gadgets. I don't know if any of you have actually ever seen this shop before or heard of it or been there. I've not seen anyone online that's done any video footage there. So I've got some video footage for you coming up of it. I don't normally do this shit because I don't like doing it. I felt quite uncomfortable doing it, but there was no one else there, you know, and big shout out to Saif and Roman, specifically Roman, because he said that was okay for me to do that. Never seen another YouTuber saying that if they're allowed to video in there, but I presume they'd always ask. Anyway, I think it's probably best if we just roll the VT. There you go, games and gadgets in Elephant and Castle, Unit 7, ground floor, 40 Elephant Road, SE17. So, what did I pick up from there? Well, Roman and Saif are really, really nice guys, and it's worth mentioning to you that I think, so the way I understand it is that the Elephant Centre or shopping centre that used to be there is currently being redeveloped. And that's where games and gadgets used to be, so a lot bigger shop. Then the redevelopment of, which I think I've got it down here, it's part of the old London College of Communication, the west side of that. It's all been redeveloped into one big shopping centre. Now, what with COVID, when that happened, that's put the project at least 2 years behind. So Roman very kindly informed me today that they will be moving from there in about 2 years, possibly longer. It depends on how long the development takes there. And as long as it's available, I think that's how he put it, they'll be back in a new shop. So I said to Roman, you know, I'm guessing based on the size of this current shop, you must have a lot of stock. He said, oh, we've got loads. So, you know, I mean, as you can see, they don't have a massive selection, and it's not a big shop, but what they've got is great. I couldn't believe I saw a copy of Street Fighter 6 there on the PS5 already. But that just goes to show the popularity of the PlayStation 5, you know. I mean, you probably won't see one in the world for the Xbox Series X for quite some time. I'm sure there's some out there, but no. And then he's obviously got a nice selection there of Xbox games, you know, 360, quite a lot of PS2, you know, and some retro stuff. And I picked up some retro stuff amongst, I think, yeah. But anyway, so what did I get from Saif? Not Saif, because Saif's the owner, but Roman, who works there. What did I get from Roman today? Well, obviously he gave me this little flyer. As you can see it there. I've not seen anyone on YouTube visit this shop, so if you're ever that way, have a look. I ain't going to tell you the prices of some of these, because some of them actually were a little bit more expensive than what you would normally pay, but then I'm only supporting a local shop. Well, not local to me anymore, but I like going there and I enjoy the experience. So the first one I picked up was Jet Set Radio, in nice condition that is. It's all complete as well. As any place I go to, I check the discs. Then these are actually from different shops, okay, so they're all multiple orders, so some are from Games and Gadgets, and I'll say. This one, it's only a tenner, and that was in CEX in Elephant and Castle. A nice little CEX, I have to say, a nice selection of stuff I had in there. Didn't do any videos. I mean, the time I got there, it just opened, so that was great. That's WWE 2K22. I ain't arguing with 10 quid, man. No way. And I do like a little bit of wrestling. Next one, this was from Games and Gadgets. No, I didn't even... It had to exist, didn't it? But I wasn't aware of it off the top of my head. And that's Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Wii. Next one was, I hadn't ever heard of this, but it was only a £5, and it was in CEX in, obviously in Elephant Castle. And that is, what's it called? Black and Bruised on the GameCube. Next one, already got this on a cartridge. This is the second NES game I've ever bought boxed. And this was from Games and Gadgets, and because it brings back so many memories from it. And yes, I've already got it on cart as it is, but I had to get it with the box as well. It's got a little bit of looks like some scribble on there, but other than that, it's in good nick. And that's Tecmo World Wrestling on the NES. This was from Ray Harris. Believe it or not, this is when I got home. I stopped off at it's a Ray Harris house clearance basically in Evesham, and I've popped in there once before to see if he had any games, and didn't really see anything much. This is nothing exciting, but one of these things I just couldn't believe it. And these were £1 each. And the first one is Peter Jackson's King Kong on the PlayStation 2, so that was £1, and a sealed copy of a promotional copy of Forza Motorsport 3. And that's £1. So that was a Retro John's Gaming bargain, basically. Yeah, that was a charity shop almost, you know, so win as it were. So chuffed with that. Last stop before I actually got home was CEX in Evesham. Been round the way today. It's Dynamite Duke. A nice box copy complete as well. On the Master System, Dynamite Duke. So that was, yeah, happy with that. This was the last one I got from Games and Gadgets, back down on Elephant and Castle, and that is Need for Speed on the Sega Saturn. The box isn't brilliant, but it's got everything in there. And again, I think I paid a little bit above the odds for that. But again, I like the guys down there. I'm willing to spend a little bit extra to help out a small shop. And two other ones that I picked up the other week. Really, so it's not today. It was your Street Fighter 4. That was £1. And because I heard about when you load this disc up, you get what looked like the original blades from the Xbox 360. That's the Xbox Live Arcade compilation disc. £1. Roman was very kind to chuck me in a Persona Royal 5 pin badge for free. So thank you very much for that, Roman. Really chuffed with that. The only other thing probably worth saying is that I went to opposite CEX in Elephant Castle. There's a shop called the GEEK Exchange, GEX. When you look at it on, say, Google Street View, you look at it and you think, oh, that looks interesting. I'd definitely go in there and have a look for some video games. I personally wouldn't bother, because in my opinion it was shit. I went in there and there was virtually nothing, and the stuff they did have was crap PS2 stuff, some crap 360 Xbox 360 stuff, a couple of Xbox One games. I saw an Xbox original game there, but that there was nothing. And some of the stuff they did have, which was old, was in the Windows, is completely and utterly sun faded. So I would personally, if you're ever in that area, I wouldn't bother going into the GEEK Exchange. But that's not clearly their forte. They're into electronics and that sort of thing. And that particular area, there's a lot of shops like that around there, like cash converters and things like that. Might be worth having a bit more time spent around there if you happen to be down that way. Anyway, that's it from me for today. I'm off to have a beer because it's fucking hot, and I've literally, because I've been working down in London for 3 days, what was I going to do? I certainly wasn't going to sit around and not go to some of these shops that I've been to before. And there's many others around London, I'm sure of it. I know it, but I just didn't have time to go there. So that's it. That's everything from me. Hope you're okay, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao for now.